Have you ever walked away from an interaction feeling slightly smaller, but unable to explain why? A comment that sounded harmless, a joke that landed oddly, a moment where your words were brushed aside and the conversation simply moved on. It starts when someone makes a small move and watches what happens next. Most social tests are subtle. They are rarely dramatic confrontations. Someone interrupts you and continues speaking without acknowledgement. Someone reframes your idea as their own. Someone gives you a minor instruction in front of others just to see if you comply. The action itself is small. The observation that follows is not. What it feels like is internal hesitation. A split second of uncertainty. You sense something shifted, but reacting feels excessive, so you adjust. You smile, you downplay, you smooth the surface. That adjustment is the data point. Hierarchies don't form through loud declarations. They stabilize through micro-calibrations. Each unchallenged boundary push updates your perceived tolerance. The group unconsciously learns how much pressure you absorb before resisting. Often this isn't malicious. Many people test instinctively. They are scanning for emotional steadiness, not dominance. They push lightly to measure stability. If you rush to repair tension, you signal sensitivity. If you over-explain, you signal vulnerability to evaluation. Notice what happens when minor friction receives immediate compensation. The compensation becomes expected. The next probe becomes slightly firmer, not aggressive, just incrementally stronger. The content of the test is rarely the core issue. It's not about the joke. It's not about the interruption. It's about your internal contraction. Do you shrink your posture? Do you speed up your speech? Do you laugh before anyone else does? Social systems are constantly adjusting rank based on these micro-reactions. The person who absorbs and overcorrects is placed lower without formal agreement. It feels organic because no one announces it. Watch what changes when there is no visible contraction, when silence is allowed to sit for half a second longer, when your tone remains even instead of defensive. The calibration often stops escalating. The test dissolves because the feedback loop changes. Tests are information exchanges. They reveal who feels compelled to maintain comfort and who remains steady under mild pressure. And once you begin noticing that these moments are measurements rather than accidents, the structure of the interaction becomes visible. What once felt random starts looking systematic.